How to study MBBS first year. Okay, so we will basically three aspects are there: resources, self study, and approach. So there are two type of resources. One is the books and other is the technology. So you should know that what are the books to use. I will try to make a separate video on it. Like you should always use the standard books, because by them only we can learn a lot of stuff, which is very important for us, because first year is the building block. So we should know all the basic things. Okay, it's very necessary. Like for physiology you should follow Guyton. For anatomy, if you can follow Gray's Anatomy, that's good. And for biochemistry you can Harper or Lippincott you can prefer. Okay, because this is the building the base, so you should follow the gold standard books, but along with them you can read other books so that okay, you should read other books so that you can take a better grip. Like along with Guyton, if you want you can read Sembulingam, because its language is very easy, so you can understand the stuff. And what is more important according to me is understanding, so you should basically understand it. Okay, next thing is other resources. Like technology is also a resource. Like in this first year you can approach to many other YouTube videos, other channels like Dr. Najib videos, you can find them on Telegram. Then others like there are many Marrow and Prep Ladder, like that apps are also there. So you can go to that app, you can subscribe, take 1 year or 2 year plans, and from there also you can study. So basically what you need is to understand the concepts, and for that you should take the help of technology, because it will help you to understand it. Next aspect is self study. So three things you must know to self study. There should be consistency. So what do you mean by consistency? You will have 9 to 5 classes, so after 5 p.m take a break. Then always, or means every day you should read 2 to 3 hours at least. So you have to read on daily basis, or else everything will pile up, and at last you will not be able to complete everything. Or if you complete, that will be in a very haphazard manner in order to just to score in exams. But our aim is to get grasp good concepts, so that further in clinical practices we can use them. Okay, next thing is what is important is discussion. You might not have used this in your previous classes, or when you previously were preparing for NEET or anything, but now discussion plays a very important role, because you cannot remember everything just by reading yourself. So if you discuss with your friends, make a good friend circle, and when you will discuss the stuff with your friend, all the things which you will read, that will be fixed in your mind, it will become more concrete. Okay, like for thing anatomy requires a lot of discussion. The more you discuss, the more you exchange your ideas, exchange what you have learned, and let the other person also speak, then both of your knowledge will grow. So discussion plays a very important role in medical career, so you always should have a tendency to discuss stuff. Okay, next thing is mnemonics. For long run, to remember anything you need mnemonics when you are shortening or making some code or something for any information, so that we can remember it for longer time. What medical demands you that there are many stuffs which need to be remembered, which need to be mugged up. So you can mug it up for a short span of time, but for long run, to make to remember it for future, because everything you read you have to remember it at least till the last till you die, because you be going to become a doctor. You should remember, you should know everything. So for that, mnemonics are very important. If you make good mnemonics or weird mnemonics, that will make you to remember things better. So always search for some mnemonics you can get, or make your own mnemonics, or in your books also, like in BDC some mnemonics are given. So mnemonics are very helpful. So this is the way you have to self study. Give some hours of self study, understand the stuff, don't mug it off. Some things need to be mug it up, then do discussions, make mnemonics. Okay, so this is the way you have to do. Next thing is what is should be your approach. Subject wise approach differs. For anatomy you will go and attend dissection classes, so try to grasp or learn the maximum things in the dissection, because there you can see the nerves, veins, arteries live. So try to learn there. Okay, so for learning there you should first preheat yourself, means you should already go, you before going to dissection classes you should have an idea of what you are going to see today, what you are going to dissect today. You should know about it, so that when you go to the dissection classes, take a Cunningham or some manual with you, and with that manual you go and see the dissection, so you will know or learn things better. What you see live, that things are better cemented in our brain. So you should always you should have an approach for dissection. Next is physiology. It is totally concept based. Okay, so if you understand the concept, you will really enjoy physiology. So try to learn the concept, enjoy them, and understand the concept. Don't mug physiology up. Okay, so read from the books, see videos, and try to get the concept. Okay, next is biochemistry. Biochemistry is all about some chemical reactions are also there, and many things like all the testings we do in labs for any detection of any clinical case. Then in that testings, what are the parameters, what is the sodium level in our blood, what is the blood sugar level, serum creatinine level, all these things, these are all biochemistry. So biochemistry is also very important subject. Don't neglect it. Read biochemistry. It is easy to read. It will not consume much of your time. So give some time to biochemistry. You will not get bored, neither it will consume most of your time. And the next important thing is clinical approach. For every subject, anatomy, physio, or biochemistry, you should have clinical approach. So after reading any stuff, you go and try to search some cases related to it. I will give you one example. Okay, the example, let's take of jaundice. In jaundice, what happens? There is accumulation of bilirubin levels. So biochemical aspect, you can see that which conjugated bilirubin is increasing or unconjugated is increasing, or what is happening to the urine urobilinogen. You can see that. For physiology aspect, what are the changes we are seeing in the body, what is the cause behind it. Both are chapters in liver function test in biochemistry, or you will read this in jaundice itself, the chapter in physiology. Then you can see how the anatomy of liver is changing in hepatic jaundice. So everything is related. So you should integrate each of them, and you should learn a case. This is a case. Jaundice is a clinical case, so you should learn about it. Okay, then go and search in the net, surf it there, and try to find some cases, live examples of cases about the jaundice, and see how your knowledge is being applied there. Okay, so you will learn from there, and what you learn from there, that will be retained for much longer time. So always do this in this way. Okay, at last, thank you for clicking on this video and learning with me. Thanks a lot.